Well, Roger, we're about to contest our 750th Football League game tomorrow.
Wow.
As somebody who's followed the club for more years than probably you care to remember,
Indeed so, yeah.
how much of an achievement do you think that is?
It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, just to be in the Football League is an absolute achievement, but to have been in it 750 games, it's unbelievable, really.
Our history is largely rooted in the non-league game, of course. Do you think that this functions in making us all appreciate this achievement just a little bit more?
Yeah, I think so. You know, because it took a lot of earning. You know,
Twice.
There were
Right, wasn't it?
there were good times and bad times on the way, and it really does highlight the achievement, I think. Yeah.
Let's go back to August 1997 when we took on Torquay United in our first Football League game.
Yeah.
What a wonderful occasion that was.
Absolutely.
What do you remember of it?
I remember coming home from holiday early so I could see it. Yeah, I remember Effie Sodji scoring. Did he score 2 goals? He certainly scored
Scored
one.
first, didn't he?
Yeah. And it's brilliant. Absolute unforgettable achievement.
I think it was Richard Landon who got the second that day.
Was it?
In a 2-1
Right.
win, but nobody cared, did they? We were just glad to win.
We got the win. Yeah.
Since then, of course, there have been so many memorable contests. Far too many to document here, of course.
Yeah.
But I know you've picked out some of your own personal favourites.
Yeah. I mean, I've sort of tried to think back through our league time and come up with about 10 different games. I mean, obviously that Torquay one. The last home game of that season against Chester City,
Where we got
when we actually clinched promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the turnstiles were closed about an hour before the kick-off. I don't think that's happened either before or since.
I don't think so. People were climbing the trees that day to watch
They were climbing the trees, they were climbing on the walls. I think there were some people climbing up the floodlights because they were sort of crowded inside. Yeah, that was an amazing day. And the following week, down to Exeter, when last game of the season. I can't remember what the score was, but I think we won.
We won 3-1.
3-1, was it? Right, yeah. And at the end of that game, when all the Exeter fans came onto the pitch and they started running down towards us, and I thought, we're in trouble here, because there was not much room on that away end then, but then they all stopped across the edge of the penalty area and just stood there applauding us. I thought that was brilliant.
It's rather a surreal feeling that day, wasn't it? Because like you say, when the Exeter fans came on the pitch, we were like, oh no, something.
What's going to happen here?
Yeah. But you know, they were shaking hands with us, and they were applauding.
They were
us.
brilliant.
It was a great occasion, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Where do we go from there? Up into the second division, as it was then.
Yeah.
In games against Manchester City, Stoke City, Burnley.
Yeah. They're all in there.
Brilliant. All there. Fulham.
Fulham.
Kevin Keegan was managing on the bench that day when they came up.
That was the first game of the season that year, wasn't it, as well?
I think it was. Yeah. I remember in that season, first away victory at Oldham.
Funnily enough, against Oldham, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was the only away victory we got that season. I think we did get one later on, but.
Test your knowledge, Roger. Who scored that day?
Oh,
Have I got you?
You've got me on that one.
Stevie Wood.
Stevie Woodward.
And the legend that was Dominic Barkley. Do you remember him?
Vaguely. Yeah.
No, he got on there as well.
Right. Yeah, and then obviously playing Man City away on equal terms.
Yeah. We still
losing,
are
but hey, we played them in the league, so yeah. And then that game at Burnley. Was it Easter? It was certainly on a Sunday. I'm not sure if it was Easter Sunday, but going behind and then taking the lead, and then going behind again, losing it 4-3. I think it was. I think if we'd won that one, we'd have stayed up. But
I remember speaking to you upstairs before, and I said to you, I said that was probably my most favourite game we actually lost.
Yeah,
it was a great game, wasn't it?
It was a superb game. Yeah, and then after that, what have we got? I think we move on a few years now to Boxing Day 2005.
think I remember that one. Go
I
on.
think it was Macclesfield Town 6, Stockport County 0. Brilliant day. Weather was probably awful, but you know, any time you put 6 past Stockport County, got to be great.
It was a Boxing Day to remember that one,
It was.
wasn't
It certainly was. Yeah. Then moving on a few years again, returning to the Football League, and that first game of the season down at Swindon, and being 2-1 up in the 93rd minute, and then giving away 2 penalties and losing it 4-3. Oh, that just said it all for that season.
Yeah. 3-2 that one. I mean,
yes. Sorry, 3-2. Yeah.
Even though it was a cruel way to end, it was still a memorable game.
It was
in
a
so many
superb
ways,
game. Yeah.
because we were back in the Football League, wasn't it?
And if we'd hung on for a win in that one, which I think we deserved, it would have been a totally different story last season. I think.
There were some good games last season as well, wasn't there?
There were some good
Particularly
games last
towards
season.
the latter stages.
Towards the latter stages, well, the last 2 games that I'm thinking of in my list are both against Port Vale, and that win at Vale Park last season, absolutely brilliant. You know, if we hadn't won that, would have been down.
Yeah.
It just gave us it made us favourites to stay up in the last game. And then, of course, last week, coming from behind again, we seemed good at coming from behind. Yeah, and you know, beating Port Vale then, good performance. It's been coming for a while.
I guess your local derbies are always going to have a special place if
They
you
are.
win them, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let's be honest though and say there've been a few memories which we would all like to forget. For me, I remember a trip to Exeter City on the Tuesday night. We lost 4-0.
Right.
And then the coach was diverted off the motorway on the way home. I think it was 5 o'clock before we got him after a 4-0 defeat.
Right.
Are there similar games for you you'd rather forget in that vein?
I think most people would probably agree that our second game away at West Ham last season, we did very well in the first one, took to extra time, but last season we just weren't in it, were we? To lose that one 8-0 and get back about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Of course, there are other games we've had where we've had to stand together as one in the face of quite a lot of sadness. The untimely deaths of Keith Alexander and Richard Butcher clearly demanded that, didn't they?
They did, yeah. And I thought the club came through those in very good light. You know, the way that they were dealt with, and the way things sort of, weren't celebrated, but they were marked before the game with the doves flying off.
That's right. I mean, I remember that away game, was it at Hereford, just after Keith Alexander departed.
Yes, again, I didn't go to that one, but yeah, I remember listening to it. And
I guess the point is that, you know, over so many years when we've needed to, we've all stuck together in them sort of adverse situations, haven't we?
Yeah.
As well as 750 Football League games to look back on, as Mac fans, we've built up an incredible amount of memories on a personal level too, haven't we, over that time?
We have,
regards to friends, associates, some are still with us, some sadly aren't.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's people like Bernie, who's doing a marvellous job running the Moose coaches, and Moose, you know, sadly lost, taken far too soon, but he was a superb friend.
Obviously, roll on the next 750 now. What do you hope that they will bring?
A bit of stability in the club. And sort of moving forward and hopefully up maybe eventually. But just stability for the time being would be a good thing.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Roger.
Okay, thanks, Bob.